trying to do this here. It's dark and I
Hello,
can't.
hello.
I've got her indoors with me. So, her indoors. She must be up with me. Otherwise known as her indoors. Huh?
Hmm?
Her indoors.
Я не знаю, что такое.
She says she doesn't know. If anybody... Oh, my freaking torch was dying. It would be when she's got it, doesn't matter. But if anybody doesn't know, oh, in the UK, on TV there used to be a show called Minder. It was Arthur Daly was the main character and Terry was the kind of security man kind of thing. And there was a sort of semi-comedy series. And Arthur used to refer to his wife as her indoors. And that's where it comes from. And quite funny. Oh, She Who Must Be Obeyed, I quite like that. If you don't know where She Who Must Be Obeyed came from, that came from Rumple of the Bailey, another British comedy. And he refers to his wife as She Who Must Be Obeyed. So quite good. Say hello in the chat if you're in the chat. If you come on the live stream. If not, if you're on watching the VOD, then you're too late. You can't say hello. It will have already gone. So that's life is life. We're supposed to go to updates on what's happening so far. We're supposed to go today and see this car. We didn't do it. Didn't quite get there. So tomorrow morning we have another attempt to go and see the first vehicle that that's close and looks kind of reasonable, but the kind of price we're going to pay and the age of the car that we're looking at, it's going to be full of rolls in it. I mean, it's going to need welding and whatever on the sills and that, but I'm no stranger to welding sills on cars, so that's one of them things, you know. It's just one of the things. But the one that we're looking at is a Mitsubishi Lancer station wagon, and hopefully that'll do the trick. It's 16 valve thing, so it's not very far from it. It's just like literally 10 minutes in a taxi to get there, so very quick. Say hello in the chat. If you're in the chat, it should come through here. It is I'm on VPN and it should come through. If you're new to these live streams or these my channel, I'm a British guy living in Russia, and this is Leningrad. Hello, Dark Liqueur. This is Russia. This is just outside of St. Petersburg in Russia, and this is our forest settlement where we live. We've been living for the last 16 years or so. My wife is Russian and I'm English, living here. She's with me tonight. She must be obeyed. Oh, she's trying to kill me here. But she doesn't speak English. Well, a little tiny bit. But if you've seen her, if you like romantic videos of the house in the forest that we're building, then she does better videos than me on that. And this time, the last video she did was up by the river actually. And although it's in portrait rather than landscape, what are we doing out here tonight? We are Sasquatch hunting or Bigfoot hunting. No, actually, it's the last walk of the night. That's what we're doing tonight. This is a regular thing with me and the witnesses. We do the last walk through the forest at night time, and the reason is, could you собаки? Archie, Jackie. Archie.
Ну, что-то они там пьют воду.
Нет.
Да?
Я думаю, там.
Нет.
Oh, but anyway, so I see eyes now coming. There we are. There's the eyes. So that's my wolf dog, and that is my. I don't know what you are. Heinz 57. One's a wolf dog, one's Heinz 57 anyway. And so that's what we're doing. It's the last walk of the night in the forest. Jackie! Bloody dog. And we go out for the last walk of the night. We do this often. And the reason is because this forest is becoming more urbanized daily. And they will keep you safe. There's nothing to be safe from here. It's absolutely safe. The only thing here is kind of ghosties and, you know. Oh, we're going in the water, are we? Midnight paddle. Where is he? In the water, aren't you, eh? Hey, Wolfie. What are you doing down there? In the water, paddling. He likes paddling. And yeah, we're quite safe here. There's no... This is... What are you doing rolling around in the silly old thing? So we're quite... What are you doing, you crazy dog? You're quite safe here. There's no... This is nothing here at all. No wildlife here. Apart from Bigfoot, of course, and Sasquatch. But apart from them, but they're friendly anyway. But other than that, there's no wildlife here really. There's no bears. There's no... well, we've never seen a bear. There's nothing here. It's quite a dead forest. And the reason it's dead is because it's been hunted out a long time ago. There was wild boar here at one time, and then they were hunted out. And now it's basically it's building plots waiting to be turned into buildings. Forest waiting to turn into building plots even. It was cleared about 30 odd years ago, and now it's gone back into forest, and it's just waiting to go back into housing now. And this is kind of the lull before the storm. The other half of the settlement is completely housed, and this is the last bit where we are. We were the first in the forest, and we'll be the first out as well by the looks of it. Because if you're watching the channel, you'll know that I'm building a new house, a second house up in Novgorod, which in a beautiful town called Staraya Russa means Old Russia, Old Rus. It's not short for Russia, it's Rus is the name itself, and it's a beautiful resort town up there, a real hidden gem, which I'm going to show on live stream this year a lot. I'm planning to. We're really going to show you something of rural Russia that you don't see very often, because a lot of YouTubers these days, especially from Russia for some reason, they play the sympathy card and they like to show, they go out basically and find the most rotten little town they can find, that's sort of poor, and there's a poor Russian girl living in a poor village, and really it's misrepresenting what the film. They go out specially to do it, and I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to show you what really exists in a beautiful rural setting, and I'm sure you're going to be, anybody watches this channel is going to be in for a shock treatment this year in what you're going to see up there, because it's something you won't expect, something you've not seen. You've not seen it in the TV, and you've not seen it on YouTube very much, unless you're looking for Russian channels. Quite a lot of Russians have done the town actually, but very few. I don't think there's a single Westerner who's been up there. One English guy did go up there. Not English, sorry. He's a Russian but speaks English. He did a report on it, and even he tried to make it out to be bad. Like, of all the towns you could have picked, you know, he went around and tried to, oh, how terrible it is, you know. But really, they're just lying to you. It's one of them things. So we're going to go out. Is it very late for you? Yes, it's late. It's about 1 in the morning or something like that. But it's quite normal for us. We're kind of, well, I prefer to get up early in the morning and sleep early at night. My wife prefers to lay in the morning and stay up late at night. So basically, I tend to get up a bit later these days. When I was working, I was up early. I go to bed early. Now I don't work, so I can afford to lay around in the morning and what have you. Especially in summer, we don't have to get up early to light the fire or anything like that, because it's already warm. So, and it is kind of warm now. It's cold this evening. It's chilly, but it's not cold. It's kind of, you can get away with it. The summer is coming, obviously. But it's still chilly. We had the fire on today, most of the day actually. It's been kind of chilly, and what have you. Fire as in WED. WYD. Don't know what WYD stands for. You have to explain it to me. But anyway, we are on wood-fired central heating, so the old wood burner, which is very nice and warm. But in winter time, it's not so nice when you have to get up at stupid o'clock to feed the damn thing, and then you're feeding it basically constantly all day. on and off every few hours. You're feeding the damn thing, unless you're buying briquettes. What you doing? Haha. What you doing? We're out Bigfoot hunting, of course. That's what we're doing. People keep saying there's Bigfoot here or Sasquatch, and so far we've not found him. But hold on, what's this here? Add a Q&A sticker. So this is YouTube trying to coerce me into doing stuff. Sing in the shower. What? It's all very YouTube's getting me to ask you what people sing in the shower. What a crazy thing to say. What? Have fun. I'm going to take my mayonnaise out of the dishwasher. Mayonnaise? Out the dishwasher? Why are you putting mayonnaise in the dishwasher? It won't do much good in there. It'll be all soapy, won't it? Mayonnaise in the dishwasher. Was that your missus? Probably put your missus in the dishwasher. Sounds like a good idea, actually. Lena?
Я люблю майонез.
Нравится dishwasher тоже.
Что?
Посудомойка. Он поставил жена на посудомойку, похоже.
Как? Куда?
I just told her that this fella puts his wife in the dishwasher. So, she don't believe me. There you go. Never believes anything I say. Can't say, oh, look at that. Is that a nice sky up there? Is that a beautiful sky too? Well, that looks beautiful on the screen, but it really, it's a lie. Because all it is basically the light. That's St. Petersburg down there, 12 kilometres away, fair enough. But that is St. Petersburg, and what's happening is the light is reflecting off the clouds, because it's always cloudy in St. Petersburg and rainy, like 365 days a year. No, it doesn't rain that much, but it rains a lot. And it's a cloudy night tonight because it's been raining today for a change, and the light's reflecting off the clouds from the city and causing that effect, and the camera is picking it up from the photo sensor, so that's why it's looks very nice up there. But it's not actually, it doesn't actually look like that in real life. In fact, I've said this before when I've been out and out and about at night time, and people said, look at the beautiful sky, and it's not really. I'm lying to you if I tell you could see that. You can't. You can see it on the screen, that's all. But it does look nice, even I've got the screen in front of me. It does look nice. You think, ooh, that looks nice. A beautiful sky, but it's really just the light sensor picking it up. It's the same the other direction, actually, probably, is it? Not so much up there, no. A little bit. This way's much better. This one's picking up much better. The other side is a small town. Doesn't get so much light reflecting from it. I'm walking a rut here and I'm falling over the bloody place. What the hell? My wife's pushing me about into the rut. Like, walking the bloody rut yourself. What are you laughing at? Huh?
Сюда пошли.
Сюда.
Что это?
Bloody упал минута. What's funny about it?
Что за дорога?
Yeah. Good job half the things I say she doesn't understand. I don't know. Huh? Правда, да?
Да.
Понимаешь, что я сказал?
Нет.
Yes. She understands everything I say, and she said no. No. Anyway, she still finds it funny to push me in bloody ruts in the road. Bloody woman. Bloody woman.
Bloody man.
That's one thing I've taught her in English. So there we go. But, anyway, out for our nightlies. It's actually nice. You can hear the ambient sounds of the road.
Смотри вот туда вот, покажи.
Oh yeah,
Красиво.
nice. You can hear the ambient sounds of the road far away. Even although we're in a forest, there is a road about 3 kilometers away, and you can actually hear a very slight rumble. You have to strain your ears to find it. But I mean, when this forest disappears, then basically that sound will be amplified. There'll be no trees to dampen it. And I would imagine that you'd hear it a lot more. I think in 5 years or so, this settlement, you won't recognise it. It'll just be completely housed. Now, we were the first over there, and then this one here beside us, the neighbour, they came, and apparently this corner plot has been built, been bought as well. So it's bloody aircraft I can hear. Самолет слышу. We're not too far from the airport here. We can hear the airport, that's what it is. Airplanes coming in. Which has been strange because for all this time we never used to hear aircraft. They used to come in a different direction. Now they've changed direction for some reason. They can hear them now. Very odd. But there you go. One of those things. And but yeah, this plot here has been bought, and I'm guessing that they're going to start building works on that at some point this year. I'm not sure.
Ау, что я нашла?
There is the so one of the dog's toys there laying. He fetches his toys out when they go for a walk and then drops them, and what have you? Bloody dog. Like the woman, so untidy, unorganised, or disorganised, however you might want to say it. But so anyway, we're supposed to have gone car hunting today. Not car hunting, we know what car we're looking at. And it failed, we failed to go. I was sat doing not a lot today, and she was on she's doing an online course, and so we didn't get. What are you doing, woman?
Жарко.
Huh?
Жарко.
Ah, to protect you.
Ага.
Ah. So she had gloves, she's taking gloves. What's she fiddling around that down there? Taking gloves off. It's like gloves in this weather. But yeah, so we didn't get to see the car, and so we'll be going hopefully tomorrow. If she gets out of bed in the morning, right? Завтра вставай рано. Huh?
Не знаю.
Не знаю. That means I don't know. She does bloody know. We're getting up, or we're going on my own. And it's not very far, it's only a taxi ride away, so we're going up there tomorrow. Definitely. Oy. Look, again, she's walking on the nice flat bit of the road, and I've got to walk on the bloody bumpty bit. It's something definitely not right here. But anyway, so off to see a car tomorrow. It's got a Mitsubishi Lancer in red apparently, with obligatory holes, ventilation, extra ventilation in the bodywork. Really, cars in Russia are very, very expensive. They always have been. They did at one point bring in cars from Europe, because obviously Europe drive on the left and we drive on the left, Russia drives on the left, so they used to bring a lot of them in from Germany, and basically they bring up some rule about anything over 10 years you can't bring in, and importing has to have like mega tax on it. So for a second-hand car, it's the tax would be more than the car would be worth to sell, so it put an end to it straight away basically. And consequently foreign cars have become expensive, especially older ones. Parts are available everywhere, but they tend to be expensive. Basically they want everyone to have new cars, don't they? And a lot of Chinese cars, my god, the amount of Chinese cars here now is unbelievable. You've got Chang'an and God knows what else. Chang'an being the worst, I think. There's a particular one, Haval is the one that's around a lot, and everyone, I've been in lots of taxis, and every one of them, you can hear the ball joints creaking and clunking as they go over a tiny little pothole, they're clunking away. Really not good. I've heard the bearings in the wheels are terrible as well. Bearings, ball joints, that kind of stuff. Typical Chinese crap. So it's better to buy an old second-hand car, at least you know it's reliable. But with old cars, of course, the sills, wheel arches, things like that have to be, oh, the banya's in full swing tonight. This is the banya, public banya, and I can see a disco going on there. And so, that'll be going on all night, no doubt. Luckily we can't hear it from where we are. I thought we would be able to hear it where we are. You can't. So they must have soundproofed it really well. So I'm thinking that's a good thing. Didn't really want to be up all night. What are you doing, Jackie? Come on. Jackie, come on. Jackie. Jackie, come on. Jackie. Come here. Jackie, come here. What are you doing? Через bloody забор. Не надо. thought we'd been under the bloody fence and arch.
Арчик вон впереди всегда.
Точно.
Мгм.
Ну, подзабыл. And but anyway, yeah, so holding arches and things and wheel arches and whatever, it's to be welded up. How bad this one is, I don't know. I'm more concerned about the engine than anything else. It's 16 valve beastie, so it's go pretty. Oh, here we go. Look, here we go again. So add a Q&A sticker to your stream. Best way to spend a lazy Sunday in bed, you nana. That's YouTube sending me up questions and to ask the audience. It's for live streamers who can't think of anything to say. They go along quiet, don't they? You know, I tend to be a bit of a talker, so to me, it's easy enough done. Can't wait to show the new town off here. I've been saying it the last few days. I am really wanting to show off the new town. Really beautiful town. There's lots and lots to see for a small town. Very clean and nice. And down тоже здесь. Там и там. Интересно.
Что?
Там и музыка. Два. Целой ночи. Ничего могу делать. No. This is what you get, this banya. They've got what sounds like a disco going on there. And it's next to a residential area and there's nothing you can do about it because it's industrial. It's classified as industrial even though it's next to a residential. Now, you might think, well, lots of people live next to pubs and whatever and factories and God knows and they've lived next to them their whole lives. Don't think anything of it. And I get that. But if you live in a forest, you come to a forest for peace and quiet. And that peace and quiet being disturbed by that, it carries right across actually. And it ceases to be the quiet forest anymore, doesn't it? And so this forest that has been our home for the last 16 years is coming to an end. That's it. It's time to move out of here before the urbanisation creeps in. It becomes another micro district or another massive urban sprawl that I hate. I like trees and forests. I was out this morning actually doing this live stream, walking to the forest. Absolutely lovely today. Walking to the forest, nobody to bother me. And that's all going to disappear. It's going to disappear rapidly. Even this down here, which is now basically boggy land, is going to turn into houses. All of it will. It'll all disappear. It's going to be really different. I mean, here, where we're walking on this road, when we first got it, it was just a track through a field. There wasn't even anything here. It was just an overgrown field that wasn't used for anything. And there was a tiny track running through. You could just about pick your way through it, through all the nettles that were bigger than me, you know. And where have you been? And now they built this road here. Well, it's not particularly good, but it is a road of description. And it's this bit of field and forest has disappeared. This down here to the left was when we first came. Was nothing. There was nothing here. It was just a field here. Now you can see they've got a big base there for. It's going to be what do you call Baza Abdachai, so a rest and relaxation resort kind of place. And they've got, I think there's 3 down there now, and there's another one built to the left of it there. You can't see it, but there's another one through there. You can just about see it. And that one, you can hear the noise coming from it. Music and people laughing. And kind of, it spoiled the forest. Spoiled it for me anyway. Call me a party pooper if you like, you know. But, you know, it's just what I like. I like the forest, I like the quiet. Oh, jeepers creepers, he's trying to kill me again. That's what I mean, yeah. Kill.
Чуть язык мне не прикусил.
А?
Чуть язык мне не прикусил.
So, yeah, so I don't like it. I don't like urbanisation. I'm not that I'm against people, or everyone needs somewhere to live, right? I mean, we needed somewhere to live and we came to the forest. But we were hoping it would stay a forest, and it's not. It's turned into an urban sprawl. Very soon, I would say, even within maybe a year or two, we won't be able to run the dogs free like this. It'll be impossible, because where we're walking past now, all these trees are all going to be houses. Every bit of it will be houses. And down the other side, and that road there, where there's a gate now, will probably have to be permanently opened, which means it's going to create a through road for, so you come in there and go out the other end of the estate. And what it's going to get is, where now we're walking on the trees, it'll turn into a bottleneck, and you'll have car congestion right in the middle of the forest, of all things. I can just see it, and that's exactly what'll happen. And because of narrow roads, people can't get past, and then they'll be frustrated, and they'll be trying to get past each other, and then you'll get a lorry come down, they'll get stuck, and you can just imagine the chaos it's going to cause when this turns into what's that? Oh, bud ding ding, bud ding ding. It'll turn into a nightmare, won't it? You know, you'll have traffic in the forest getting stuck down another. And of course, when you've got traffic, you got the stink of fumes and whatever, noise, and then people start honking. And in Russia, they have this thing where on a road like this, nobody seems to know the right of way, and if one person can't get off the road onto the side of the road to let the others past, they'll just sit and stare at each other, and they're like, what? And nobody will give way to them. I've seen them sat with MTM's giving me, buzzing me, and really odd. And I can imagine that happening here a lot, and it causes arguments. Start shouting at each other and arguing and that. And then of course you've got vehicles that come through here, lorries. When all this starts to take shape and starts to get built on, you can imagine the chaos is going to be here. There's going to be excavators and diggers, and nearly all these plots are below the road level, in kind of boggy ground, and they will be importing soil into them a lot. Nearly every plot is going to have tons and tons of soil on it, and so you can imagine it's going to be lorry after lorry after lorry coming up and down here, and it will just turn it into a living hell, is what I can think of. So my plan is to get out of here as quick as I can, and hence why the new plot has been, we bought the new plot up in Novgorod. We actually bought it 2 years ago. 2 years? 2 года Novgorod нас купить? 2 года назад.
3.
3. So 3 years before we bought the plot. And the first year we went up, and it was basically the end of the year when we bought it, and all we did was clear a little bit of the land, a tiny bit really. We bought it and cleared a little bit, and then we got land surveys in to find out where the actual position of the land is, and then I spent another 10 days clearing it off. Took 10 days to burn all the undergrowth and whatever, and bits of stumps and all God knows what, and we had it clear. And then we actually had the excavator in twice, once to fill in the German anti-tank ditch, and then a second time when that had settled to come in and level it up again. So twice we had him in, and whatever. And then I went up in the winter then and put in the foundation, and then we went back in the summer again, the next summer to get materials, and we got free materials. If you follow the story, you'll know about that. And we started materials drying for the summer, and then we went back again. I think it was 3 months later we started. We put in the floor, the Abyaska, the platform, the house it's on. I think you call it sill plate in America. And then we started with the walls, and we're now at the level where all the internal walls are up, all the external walls are up. And when we're going back this summer now, hopefully before the end of this month, we're looking at within a fortnight we should be back up there, hopefully, if we can get a car sorted and whatever. There has been a few delays, and we've still got to come back here in summer a couple of times to get registration sorted out here. By the way, that's a factory that they're building here as well, which is a tiny little factory. It's kind of the quietest place I've seen here. One that I was like, oh my god, they're going to put a factory here, and I then realised It's actually making electric meters for houses. So it's a very quiet little, it's no heavy industry, it's quiet little, tiny little production line. And it's probably the nicest factories I've seen actually. I'm really surprised. So not a lot of coming and going from there. But anyway, so yeah, we did that. We're now at the level of the kind of all the walls are up, internal and external. So when we go back this time, we're looking at all the stud work in the lower level has to be completed. There's quite a lot there, and all the windows have to be studded out where they're going to go. What else is there? Once all that's done, there's actually a bit below the walls in some of the stud work in the floor. There's a couple of extra bits I've got to add in. We've even forgotten where they are now, but they've got to be added in. Tiny pieces, but still got to be done. And what else is there? There's then the top plate has to go in all the way around. That's quite a job in itself. That all has to be measured properly and put in a certain sequence. What happens is the top plate locks in the wall underneath, and then you put another layer on that, and it kind of creates like a lock in the walls and really strengthens the walls up. So that's got to be done all the way around. Once that's on, then there's another, what they call, there's a warm contour that goes around the house at the top, on top of the top plate, where the ceiling goes. That has to be put on, and then we can go on with ceiling joists. And I was looking today how we can, basically I'm on my own, so normally for a rafter, you'd use 200 by 50 millimeter. And because I'm on my own, I'm going to drop it down to 150 by 50, which makes it much lighter, but it also means I've got to put support under it. To do that, I have to change the direction of the ceiling joists so I can get a runner across them. So yeah, quite a lot to do this year. Hello there, Icarus Incarnate. How you doing? I hope you're having a lovely evening. Greetings to all, Icarus. Greetings, hello. I didn't see you there for a second. I was in a world of my own thinking about rafters. So yeah, there's quite a bit of work to do on the build this year. If I get all that done and get the ceiling joists in, then it'll be on with the roof. Not completely, but there's a whole roof support to be done. There's a massive beam to go across where the small window is going to go. That's a massive undertaking there in itself. And that's all the building's got to go there, all the roof. The roof is not going to be brought in on a crane with trusses. It's a hand-built roof that I'm doing. So a lot of delicate cuts. There's actually on the small window, or the big window, where the big front window is, if you've seen the pictures, there is a big V section where it cuts into the big roof. And on that, there's 4 pieces of timber to go on, particularly to create the V. Oh, a frog. A froggy. I'll move them off the road. They don't get squished. Oh, another one there. Come on, Froggy, what are you doing? Go on, Froggy. Can't sit on the road, mate. Go on. Kush, go on. Go on. Kush, 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 kush. Go on. Go on, Froggy. Move him off the road. Go on. There you go. Sit in the middle of the road and get squished when cars come up and down. So, frog rescue. Oh, doing well, thanks, Glenn. Hope all is good in... What's that? Hope all is good in... It is good here, yeah. No closer getting to the part. Indeed, she is looking to have Donetsk. Ah, I remember now. I'd forgotten, yes. You talked to me on Telegram, didn't you? I do remember now. Yes. I may. God, Donetsk. Hopefully they stop bombarding it now. But I do believe that they do have had a go at it. Another froggy there. Oh my God. The frog. You want to go that direction, dear froggy? Oh, frog rescue. Another one there.
Oh, forget me.
So another froggy. Come on, froggy. Oh, you're good. Oh, froggies. I don't know where the other one went, but anyway. The one then. Oh, another one. Frogs all over the road. Come on. Road. And another one.
Sure, no.
What are you doing, frogs, eh? Frog rescue. Come on. Get off the road, eh? There we go. So, we had... Oh, I think that's them all. frog rescue. I know I think I'm mad rescuing frogs, but anyway. It's
Oh.
another froggy. Oh, another one. Come on, froggy, what are you doing out here? Go on the get off the road. So another one. What is man? That's it. So frog rescue. Another one, another one. What? Another froggy. Hey? What are you doing here, eh? Come on. You can't sit there. Go off the road. Go on. That's it. Sit in the road and get squished. And frog rescue, yeah. So I know anybody around here think we're complete nuts, but anyway. It's another one. Another frog rescue. What are you doing there, eh? Come on. Come off the road. Go on. Come on, one side of the road. There you go. I don't like to see creatures getting squished. And another one. What is it? Tonight, another one. Go on. Don't grumble at me, froggy. And again. What is this? Frogs everywhere. Go on. And another one. Go on. You're a fat one. That's it. I think that's them all. That's frog rescue done for tonight. Is that another one there? No. So that's it. Frog rescue done for tonight. Probably a few more up here actually. They get on the roads and they get squished. There's a lot more traffic than there used to be up here. And, yeah, there we go. There's frog. Hey, stop! Oh, he's been squished. Look at that happened. He gets squished.
Oh, the couple.
Yeah, he's got squished. That's what we try to avoid. Is frogs getting squished like that. But, that's why there's what. Oh, there's a big one. There's a big one. Now, you don't want to end up like your friend, do you? Eh? Come on, get off the road. Come on, go down there. There you go. That's it. I think we're okay now. Frog. Hello, Aussie Spy. Jason's on the thing, on the chat. Jason has got his own YouTube channel, another frog rescue. Come on, froggy. Go on then. He's got his own channel. If you click on his name, you'll come to his channel and he was another one. Oi, Tam. Come on, froggy. There you go. Get him off the road. It's actually been a bit raining, that's why there's so many frogs here. Kiss a frog and they'll turn into your princess. I kissed a frog once and it turned into the wife. Now look what I've got. Nothing but trouble. What's this here? View message. Rest a bit. Can't beat a bit of. There we go. Let's show this. I can't show. Yeah, squished. So somebody wrote there. I can't. Can't show. I can't show that. A bit of ligushka. Yeah, ligushka is the thing. And the other one here, apart from ligushka, is jabba, which is a toad. You see those as well. But yeah, we get a lot of frogs here on the road. And in fact, in our house in Novgorod, there is absolutely inundated with frogs as well. But there's no road there, so they can happily do frog things. Another one there, frog rescue. Another one. Are we completely bonkers or what? Ligushka is Russia for frog belief. Yeah, ligushka or jabba for toad. Are you alive or have you been squished? I think you've been squished. Yeah, he's been squished. Oh, that's what happens. They get on the road and they get squished. So, but yeah, hopefully Donbass, to stop bombarding it. They are absolute disgusting creatures, these Ukrainians who they bombard the centre of Donbass, and yeah, horrible creatures. I don't know how the world support them doing that. It's beyond me. it's beyond me. It's just pure Nazism. And it's beyond us. Heartbreaking to see Donbass, Donetsk being totally bombarded by these people. And the world stands by. In fact, if anybody didn't know that, I think the first airstrike of the Ukraine-Russian war was on Donetsk city by the Ukrainians, long before Russia was ever involved. And it's on YouTube somewhere, the actual first airstrike. And come on, don't worry. More cars going up and down. And it's, yeah, it was on. Come on, you. Jackie, don't mind. Don't mind, come on. Don't mind, don't mind. Jackie. Don't mind. Don't mind. Jackie! Archie. What is this? Chick? No. Hey! Я тебе говорил, что ты непонятно? What are you doing? Get here! Get here! Come on! Get! Домой! You'll bloody run. Yeah, everyone in a few, that's good stuff. It is no longer being covered by UK news, too busy with the Gulf. Yeah, I mean, that's my house here, by the way. My first house I built in St. Petersburg, didn't build it all alone. It wasn't solo build. It was a partial build. I built the left bit, and then the right bit there was done by a team, and the roof was done by somebody else. I didn't do that. I did the main build, and I did the inside, but I didn't do all of it. Yeah, I'll stay out for a minute longer too. Yeah, they're too busy with things that are important, like oil and stuff. Never mind people's lives and innocent civilians being killed while Ukraine bombards them. You know, the few lives doesn't matter over the price of oil, does it? You know, disgusting. And people forget that. People forget what Ukraine's done and why Russia did what it did, and will continue to do what they do until its Nazism has been stamped out. For those who think the war is going to be over, I mean, we pray that the war will end. Yeah, we hope it'll end as quickly as possible. But honestly, I cannot see an ending for several more years yet. Russia is not going to stand by it and watch this happen again until Ukraine's completely and utterly defeated and demilitarized and denazified. And I'll be glad to see it. I think it's worth every effort to do it. But anyway, it's my rant over for tonight. But there's the house anyway. Looks quite pretty. The upstairs lights are not on, but looks quite pretty in the picture, don't it? So, house in the forest, the first house in the forest that's now going to become house in the urban area. But that's life, isn't it? You know, that's life. What was is not anyway. Anyway, cheerio. Yeah, so I'm off anyway. It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm going to be up early in the morning. I am going to go and get another car because this van is dead. For the thing, last since the winter, you know that the cam belt went and it's a monoblock engine, and chances of that living again is practically zero. So off to get another car. But anyway, big issues in Donetsk. Social media is kaput. Yeah, I'll bet it is. I can't say what about that. It's kind of, yeah, it's not just there. It's affecting a lot of people because the Ukrainians used certain techniques to fly drones into Russia here as well, and because of that, the Russian authorities had to disable internet from time to time to prevent them using it, and that's what's causing it, unfortunately. There's nothing anybody can do about it. It's just we have to put up with it, and that's life, isn't it? You know, I'm sure us being cut off from WhatsApp or whatever is nothing compared to the people who've been bombed in Donbass and been killed and lost relatives. So I can't really complain about it. You know, it's one of them things. It's terrible times. Terrible times. Anyway, that's me. I'm off for tonight. I'll see you all again in the next live stream. And as of course, I have no idea where that's going to be. So look, it was infrastructure. No, it's not infrastructure. It's something else. I can't talk about it. But something else that flies that uses that signal, and so they have to cut the signal off. But anyway, I'm off to tonight. Not sure when I'll be back online again. Maybe tomorrow, if we'll see what happens with the vehicle, whether I get it or not. So as ever, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you all in the next one.